This is the grave where our Revolutionary War relative, Benjamin Romaine, that's his picture. He was buried here. He was the teacher of Washington Irving for 6 years, who was in his first co-ed school in New York City. It's in Washington Irving's obituary that he was in Benjamin Romaine's school for 6 years. Washington Irving, if you will remember, wrote The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. It was funds contributed to and raised by Benjamin Romaine, our great-great-great-grandfather, picture here, that made the Tomb of the Martyrs in Greenwood Cemetery in New York City. He's buried in here, and he made the monument in tribute to all the patriots who died in the Revolutionary War. The New York City history books write of a big march down the main street of New York City with people carrying the bones and names of the 11,500 people who died and whose bodies washed up on shore, etc., from the Revolutionary War after the British left and we won the war. Benjamin Romaine was instrumental in donating and giving money to establish the Tomb of the Martyrs, which is in Greenwood Cemetery in New York. And he made it with the condition that he would be buried there also. These are pictures taken inside the grave, probably around 1999 or 2000. Mary Elise Simpson was in attendance, Moeller, and Moeller Smith, and our third cousin Ron Smith, who's related to us through Amelia Maria Western Hogan's brother, Benjamin Romaine, and his son also came. Ron is our third cousin once removed, and his son would be our third cousin twice removed. He's my mother and Frank Fowles III's third cousin, and Mary Elise is our second cousin. Her mother was Grace Simpson, and Grace Fowles Simpson, younger sister of our grandfather, Frank Fowles II. This is a picture of the grave taken on the day that they all met and went inside the grave with the help of the Park District, who maintains and operates this area. This is the door going into the grave. This is all documented when they were there. Not many people get to go inside, but since there's so many relatives, they arranged for it to happen. Vicki Romaine is also there. And Paul Romaine, who's not a relative, but he researched our side of the family also. He's a Romaine, but not of our relatives. A different branch of the Romaines that isn't related to us. So this is the door that goes in there into the... It's the door that leads to Benjamin's grave. I think it's called Turnabout Harbor. I'm not sure. I forget. It overlooks. It's where the British warships were moored, and if a patriot was taken captive, they were put on the prison ships and shackled, and unless they gave allegiance to King George, they were left on there to die. So.